So, I recently decided to start working on myself. You know, that phase where you download one self-help podcast and suddenly think you're a completely new person. Like, after 2 episodes, I was like, wow, I understand my childhood now. No, you don't. You just heard a therapist use the word boundaries. And now, suddenly, everyone has boundaries. People online are like, I'm protecting my peace. Meanwhile, I'm protecting my peace by ignoring texts for 3 business days. But the podcast said something important. It said, you need to learn to say no. And I was like, oh wow, that's powerful. Because my entire personality is basically saying yes and then regretting it later. Someone will ask, hey, do you want to come to this thing? And instead of saying no, I say, yeah, that sounds fun. And then, 3 hours before the event, I'm at home like, why did I agree to leave the house? I live here. So I decided to practice saying no. The opportunity came immediately. A friend called me and said, hey, do you want to come help me move this weekend? Perfect moment. This is exactly what the podcast prepared me for. I take a deep breath. I center myself. I remember my boundaries. And I say, yeah, of course. Because apparently my boundary is the emotional strength of a wet napkin. But here's the worst part. When I showed up to help them move, they had already hired movers. So now I'm just standing there, carrying one lamp, for 4 hours, while professional movers are lifting refrigerators like Marvel characters. And that's when I realized something. Self-help podcasts didn't fix my life. They just gave me new vocabulary to describe why I'm still doing the same stupid things.